Hey there, YouTube. Jason here with Vapes. Today we'll be going over the Crown 3 from Uwell. Alright. Picked up this Crown 3. We like the Valerian, so we figured we'd go ahead and try the Crown 3 Uwell. This is a 5 milliliter tank, but it's quite different from the Valerian, so there's a lot of stuff to go over. We'll start off with the colors it comes in. We got the stainless steel version, and I've already replaced my drip tip because I think it came with a purple drip tip, and no, I wasn't digging the purple. But it comes in sapphire blue, stainless steel, iridescent, which is really cool looking, black, which is almost like a gray if you ask me, violet, and matte black, which is also looks like gray to me. I don't know. In the box, there's a coil already installed that was 0.25 ohms. And then this one here, the other coil you get is a 0.5 ohms. It comes with a bunch of O-rings, gasket, spare Pyrex glass, which is the same size as the one installed. So it's not like one's bubble and it gets you more mils or anything like that. A drip tip cap, which I probably will never use. And then this funky little tool here. I'll show you it up close. This guy. And at first I was like, well, what the crap is that for? But I figured it out, so I'll share it with you. Quick breakdown of the how this is all put together. You got your drip tip, which is a 510 drip tip. I replaced mine, and the one that came with it came out pretty easily, but the one I put in was really snug. So it does accept them, any 510s, but it might just be a little bit tighter of a fit depending on where you got your 510 from. The top cap, it screws off. It's like a half turn screw. Then you have your upper glass holder, which is held in. I'll show you that in a second, but it's held in with a reverse threaded nut that looks like almost impossible to get off, but that's what that tool is for that I showed you. If you look down at the other camera there, that little tool just fits right in there, and you turn it not righty tight, or you turn it right because it's reverse threaded, and then that opens that up, and then the actual upper glass holder threads normal. So then you can take it off and access your O-rings there, or take the glass off, clean it, replace it, whatever you want to do. But the cool thing about this device that I found is you don't have to take that apart to get the coil in there. The coil itself, number 6 here, slides directly into the bottom of this chamber here, and you don't have to turn it or anything. It just pushes in and pulls out. Very, very easy, and I do like that. That is pretty cool. Some people were saying that it makes it harder to prime because it's like that, but I just saturated. See how it's got the little porthole there where you can see the cotton? It's got 3 of those around it, right? So I just saturated those and then put a couple drops on top, and it did fine. I let it sit with juice in the tank for 10 minutes, and we were good to go. 7 and 8 down here, you've got your airflow adjustment ring. This does not turn 360. It only turns like a quarter of the way and a quarter of the way back. Another cool thing I need to show you, though, is if you ever have trouble. Let's see. Okay, now we're back up top. If you ever have trouble getting this guy off of your base, you can stick this right in there in the air hole. You got to open your air hole all the way up. Stick this guy in, and then you could use this to turn if you wanted to help get your tank off. Which I have had the problem of them sticking before, not with the Valerian or the Crown 3, but with the smoke products. And they didn't have anything like this to use, so you basically had to use channel locks or something to get it off, and you don't want to scratch up your stuff. So the other thing that's for, I'll go ahead and take this top off. It's just a real quick, like half turn screw. Then you've got, let's see, in here you're going to see a locked and unlocked and then an arrow. So it shows you which way to put this guy in and which way to turn it to unlock it and which way to turn it to lock it. So this guy's got two. He's used here if you want to replace your glass or clean your glass, and he's used down here if you have trouble getting your tank off of your mod. And then this guy just flips right back on. Well, there we go. Sorry. I had him going at an angle there. That was operator error. Yeah. So I showed you that. This is where you fill the second guy up. They're not as big as the Valerians or really any of the tanks, but there's two of them, so I guess that makes it a little bit easier. I've got some Koi CBD, 500 milligram, and I put in this one the Naked Lava Flow, 0 milligrams, and we'll see how this guy hits for us. Wow. A lot of flavor. That was open all the way up. Let's go about halfway and see what it tastes like. A lot of flavor. Still tastes really good. God, I love that lava flow. That's so good. Feels like I might be getting a little spit back. No, I think that's just the taste of the lava flow. It's not like actually spitting back in my mouth or anything. So as far as my impressions on this guy, I'm just going to put it up against the Valerian, his little brother. I love the bottom feed on the coil. That's a plus in my book. A lot of people didn't like that, but I think it's pretty cool because it's easy to get out. You don't have to worry about screwing it in or like misthreading and then having leaking, which I've done already in the little bit of time that I've been messing with these things. I have misthreaded one of the coils that I put in the Prince tank, and that caused major leaking. And then once you've done that, you basically lose all your juice, and you have to bring it back out and hope that you can get it threaded right, or you just throw the coil away. With this, you'll never have that problem. You just push it in, pull it out. Very easy. We've only been using it a couple days, so I can't say how the coil's longevity is. But from what I'm reading, it's really good. These last a long time, a lot longer than like the smokes do. Which I don't know. I'm still using a T10 from like a month and a half ago. So I think that's just, you get lucky sometimes and you get a good quality control, and then sometimes you don't. Like the way I've learned some of the China manufacturing plants work is you have a day shift that gets all the QC and everything, and then you have a night shift that comes in, they don't care, and that might be how you get the bunk products. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8 out of 10. I I really do like this. The only thing I didn't like was stainless steel with a purple tip, and you didn't get a spare drip tip. The Valerian came with a spare drip tip, and like it had O-rings that matched the drip tip that came on it. This was just felt like they were just throwing you a drip tip. Oh, purple, here we go on stainless steel. You know, it didn't really make sense to me. So looking at it, but it is pretty. Just the stainless on stainless. And then I put orange drip tips so it could go on one of my orange mods. Go Vols, go Tigers. This guy, at first I thought it was a plus. Now I'm not so sure. Like, well, no. I guess it's just how you put it. If you put it on straight down, it's easy to turn, easy to take off. I would hold on to, like, the glass here when you're doing it, just so you don't turn the whole base, because it does have a little bit of a sticky point right there when you first start turning. And I'd say probably the more you hit it, the more buildup you get in there. It'll probably be a lot more stickier, so you're probably going to want to keep that clean, but it's easy to clean. And that's one of those rubber gaskets that they gave you. That'd probably be a pain in the ass to change out. I haven't had to do it yet, but it doesn't look like it would be fun. But yeah, I would just get a Q-tip, clean that guy probably regularly, every time you put in juice. That way he doesn't get stuck on there. But the big pro to me, and these things are going to, be hard to... I lose stuff like this, so it's kind of a pro and it's kind of a con for me because I'm scatterbrained and I forget where I put stuff. But this thing is really cool if you hold on to it, because it helps with problems that I've already had. And the con is, if I did lose this and I wanted to change out my glass, I could probably just use a flathead, but it might mess something up. Looking at that, no, I don't know. I could probably just use a flathead and be okay. So it's still cool to me. I think it's cool that they threw that in, and they had enough like insight into being like, well, you know what? Not everybody has a flathead screwdriver that might fit that, so let's go ahead and give them the tool they need to take it apart, because not everybody does that. Some people are like, well, just figure out how to get it off, with the smoke products, that means channel locks usually. And I'm not shitting on smoke. I like my Reza, my Prince tank. But yeah, this guy is probably going to move to the top. Maybe, okay, so I might put him in second, because we've had a lot. I have nothing bad to say about this guy at all. And the even on her new mod, we have the new tank that came with the Legend. It hadn't given us any problems either. So I don't know. That's probably our top three. Would be the Firemax, the one that comes with the Legend, and then the Crown, and then we'll put the Valerian right in there behind it. Because I kind of do like the top on the Valerian, because you don't have to worry about taking this off and then having to set it down somewhere and getting it dirty or anything like that. With the top on the Valerian, it just pops up. You put your juice in and click it back down. This guy, you take off, you set it down, it's going to get dirty or whatever. You lose it, the dog grabs it, whatever. No, but all in all, this is a great product. I would recommend it. I'm going to use it for a couple weeks, and if I find any other things out about it that I don't like or that I need to share with you, if I run across any quick fixes or anything like that, I'll do a part 2 to this. If you guys would like the review, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button. Check out my later reviews. I'm going to try to be pushing out as much content as possible. As I get new stuff, I will share it with you. Next episode will probably be another clearance section, Vols Vape clearance section episode, because we did hit up the local vape store and found some pretty good deals that I need to share. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. See you soon.